right? Here we go. This debate has been going on for a while now, and it's only devolved into a very petty and really contradictory back and forth from both sides. From those guys who think Bleach is the best, myself included, and those guys who think Naruto is like god tier level content. Yes, I just threw shade at you guys. Alright, as a fan of anime for almost a decade now, I think there's something useful that I can add to the conversation and really just try put things in perspective for those guys who really think that it's, a binary situation. Alright, first off, the conversation shouldn't be had in the first place. What do I mean? Isn't Naruto done? Isn't Bleach as a franchise almost about to wrap up? One Piece is in its final saga in the manga. What do I mean? Am I crazy? To all those questions, the answer is no. Boruto just gets started, even though Naruto fans will never admit that. It is a part of the canon. Bleach has its Hellverse arc, I think. With this trend with the two of the big three, it's really laughable that people really believe One Piece won't be given the same treatment, some type of continuation. None of these series are really finished. When will they be? As a charitable guess, I think another decade. Unlike self-contained series like Ronin Kenshin, Fullmetal Alchemist, Attack on Titan, and funny enough, Demon Slayer, these series all have a clear endpoint and a thematic closure that the audience and the producer of the works understand. We can't compare bodies of art that aren't even finished while they're being finished. Doesn't make sense. Point number 2. Clear bias is okay, but the thing is, people want to assert authority on topics by removing the human part of analyzing anime. For example, I am a huge Bleach fan. I think Bleach is the best out of big three because, one, it relates to me more on an emotional and thematic scale, and it really talks about the zeitgeist of where the world is right now. But making yourself seem impartial and in the middle is usually boring, and it feels like lactose intolerant. That joke is trash. My main complaint with that is that when bias is not acknowledged, how can you say there is no bias? Now, guys, comment down below. Let me know if you think some of the points that I've expressed are valid, and if not, tell me why. Yeah, those are my two clear points where I feel like the debate of the big three is nonsensical and is a waste of time. What I feel we can talk about is the measure of influence and the measure of impact each series have had. One, I believe that Naruto has really impacted in the sense of animation based on the fluidity, cleanness of like combat. It's really impacted shows like Demon Slayer, Black Clover, and now when you look at Bleach, the narrative of the spiritual, the philosophical, of really looking in depth on reasons why people are depressed or why people are feeling low and how you can fight through it. That is more Bleach's arena. Still images will just capture you. And One Piece, I feel like its influence is yet to be seen, mainly because the greatest thing about One Piece is lore and its world building. Because based on that alone, you're already lost in the world. And very few anime and manga right now that I have read personally have incorporated the level of depth and intrigue that One Piece does with its world building and its lore. So yeah, I would say Bleach, mainly because of the philosophical and spiritual meditativeness. Once you've read the manga chapter, The Blade is Me, it really brings Bleach into focus and complete narrative understanding for those who at some points have doubted Bleach and thinks it's a mid-series. But of course, we all have our, preferences. All right. Now, if you guys want to watch my video on why I think One Piece is the new Lord of the Rings, click over here. And if that's all, get off my frame, man.